thought so. Welcome to Improving Parent-Child Relationships. In this episode, we'll be visiting with Dan, a single father with 2 young children. Despite many demands, he enjoys spending time with them. Dan has positive expectations for his children's behavior and is firm about developing routine. As we begin, we notice a babysitter in the background who will be leaving shortly.
You want to help Daddy cook the noodles? You want to open the box? Yeah? They couldn't open the box? Help. Cool. Good job.
Little squeaker. How do you want these cut, Dan?
Huh?
How do you want these cut? Chopped?
Yeah, it's a decent size. You want to put this in too? Hold it. Good job. Thank you. All done. You can put it in. Hold on. Help Daddy. Oh, good job.
Now, what do you see that you tell yourself, you know, that's really pretty good? Can you see that?
It's just normal.
It's just normal, so maybe you don't see it. Let me tell you what I think I see. I mean, she's allowed to help, which already at 2 years old is a wonderful thing. I think what I see that I'm not sure people are always good at is the ability to allow her to participate and to figure out what parts of things can she do.
Yeah.
It looks to me like you're being pretty careful about that. Does it seem that way to you too?
It's just easier if I, she, rather than having to go check on her all the time, and she likes to help, and so it
Yeah.
just makes it easier when she gets to be right there with me.
Absolutely. So it's easier to have her involved with you doing whatever it is you're doing than to have to worry about what's she doing when I'm not watching her. I like the part where the package is too hard to open, so you open it so she can pour it in. The wrapper on the meat is hard to get to, so you take it off and she puts it in. It looks like you're really able to kind of figure out what it is she can do so that she will like to be involved and stay involved. The other thing that is dramatically clear to me, that being with her and doing something with her and involving her and building the relationship is more important than any meal you could cook.
Oh, yeah.
The meal just comes in second. And I think that's a wonderful thing, and for her to know that about you is a wonderful thing. Letting children help is often easier than not. Break tasks into parts so that children can help. Offer appreciation when children contribute.
Okay, now we have to wash your hands. You get your hands wet. Put your hands in there. Put your hands in there. Get some soap. You don't want to wash your hands? Okay, Daddy won't wash your hands. Hold on, Bubba. Get in there. Hey, let's wash your hands. Want to wash too? Good job. Okay, put it in. Put it in. Oh, good job.
There's a possibility for a power struggle. You want her to wash her hands because she's been handling the chicken and it's not clean. And she doesn't want to do it. So here is an invitation from her to you for a power struggle. But it looks to me like you're pretty clear that hands need to be washed. It's not something you're going to argue. It's no question at all. And so you feel very firm about that, and I think that's what she sees, is that you're pretty generous in making an offer. If she doesn't want to do it one way, then what? You're holding out hands with kind of soap in them to kind of join her in the activity so you can move on with it instead of fight about it. So the way it looks to me is the decision about it being done has been made, it's clear. But how we do it, that could be a number of ways. Is that the way you see it?
Yeah, it's taken, like, if I struggle with her, it just gets worse and worse, and so I just think of little fun ways to get her to join in to do something. I don't know, we make things into games, and
yeah, and I think that way of making it into a game is a very successful way of involving her, and then my guess is because you've involved her in that way and she has a chance to experience that she can do something, then she has a lot of confidence about things.
That's why I reassure her all the time and tell her how good she's doing, because then I mean, she loves it when I say good job, and you know, hugs after she goes pee, and then she gets all excited, and it just it works good.
And what I think I like about that is that when you say those things to her, as I watch it in this tape, you're not doing that to manipulate her or to get her to do something. It's because you honestly want her to know she can do it.
Yeah.
And I think that those things are experienced differently, don't you think, when somebody's trying to manipulate you versus just an honest expression of happiness?
Well, she's not dumb. You know.
She's not dumb. Yeah.
I try to trick her sometimes, and it doesn't. So if I'm more honest, it just seems to, go further.
Avoid power struggles by being firm about what needs to be done and flexible on how it's done. Offer supportive comments as appreciation, not as manipulation.
You want to make some juice? Be careful. Can I let Daddy do a little bit, okay? Can I do a little bit? Please? Thank you. 1 minute. Daddy's going to get the big stuff, and then you can do it, okay? Oh, all done. Thank you.
Oh, I know.
Good job.
You're hungry.
Put the lid on. Push, make it straight.
Mr. Munch Mouth.
Okay, now go.
I know. You're
Good
hungry,
job.
huh? You're hungry, huh?
You know what?
I'm not really sure you know how good at this you are. Yeah, maybe not. Because, you're just making some juice, right?
Yeah.
But the part of it that I like, that I think is a principle that I'm guessing you use a lot, is she wants to do something. You want her to be included. You've already said that's one of the things I want, is for her to be able to do things. And yet you're very clear about which things you're going to do and what she's going to do. So it looks to me like somehow you do a pretty good job assessing her skill. So those great big chunks of frozen juice in the bottom is more than she probably can do. So you're going to do that part. I think you're very kind in pointing that out. You're also very clear. It doesn't look to me like she would think that's something she's going to argue with. And so you just go ahead and do that, and then she can do the rest. Then we get to the lid, and we see a replay of the principle, because here you're offering her the opportunity to put the lid on. She can't quite do it. But I think what's nice here is, instead of taking over and saying, well, then I'll do it and that's it, you've just rotated it or put it on a little bit or something to make it possible for her to continue. And I don't know if that's clear to you, that you're so good at breaking things into parts and pieces, or if it's just the way you walk through life, or what. Are you aware of this?
No.
Break complicated tasks into parts for parents and parts for children. If a task is too difficult for children, offer assistance rather than taking over.
Can you tell Daddy? I can do it both for you if you want. Let me take your name and number down. The stain you're talking about?
Right now, he's eating, she's there, and you're conducting some business on the phone. Because it looks pretty peaceable. They're just there while you're on the phone.
Oh, they're incredible.
How did they become so incredible when you're on the phone doing business?
I've worked with her since, I just gave her immense amounts of attention and love. And
You're saying that I've given her a lot of attention, a lot of care, a lot of encouragement to be self-sufficient. So why would it be a problem when I'm on the phone?
yeah,
She knows she's going to be okay. She knows I'm going to be done with the call. She can rely on herself to entertain. I mean, that's part of that self-sufficiency. So I guess what I see here is the result of a tremendous amount of effort on your part to prepare somebody to be able to do this. And so it looks to me like you really haven't spent a lot of time taking her away to her room because she won't be quiet when she's on the phone, or arranging some kind of consequence. You really haven't needed to do that because you've worked more in the other direction. Let's be sure that she can rely on herself. She knows what she needs to do. She can go ahead and do it. And that's kind of been the direction and the emphasis of your training.
well, kids learn most everything in the first few years of their lives, and so I just figure if I do it now and get it all installed, then it's just going to be easier down the line rather than trying to change somebody as they're already conditioned.
And I guess what I see, and it really is rather touching, is that you have had tremendous respect for her as a person who's able to learn things and do things and empower her, and that here I think she's having the same kind of respect for you. It's a very respectful relationship with a good deal of consideration. And I think parents often wonder how they could have more considerate children in terms of manners and ability to wait and let someone be on the phone and those kinds of things. And I think the best way for them to become considerate is to model consideration, which I think you do as you do things with her and you include her, you think about her, you break things into parts, you give her opportunities. All those are very considerate kinds of behavior.
Mm-hmm.
When children get plenty of positive attention, they are less likely to demand it when it's unavailable. Modeling respect and consideration teaches children to do the same.
Hey, off the table, honey. Thank you. Hey.
Because she just started to kind of get up on the table a little bit, and that's forbidden territory for crawling. You look very definite about that now. I don't sense any ambivalence on your part about it. It just isn't going to happen. So you said very little to her, and she pulled back. And I don't think it's because she was afraid that you were going to hit her, punish her, spank her, do anything like that.
No.
She knows you wouldn't do that. But again, I think it's that you've established respect, that it's a rule, and that you're going to follow up.
That's the word right there.
The rule? Tell me about the rule word.
Respect.
You have some. Respect.
I don't know. I lived in fear when I was a kid. My dad was pretty, verbally abusive, and I don't want it. It didn't, turn me into a bad seed for a long time, and I don't want my kids to follow the same path I went through.
So here's an example of a situation where you don't want her to be afraid of you. You want her to respect the rule and therefore also respect you.
Well, when I was afraid, I didn't respect anything.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work.
Respect doesn't come out of fear.
No.
Okay. What do you think? Respect comes out of having some rules that are manageable and being consistent and following up. That's what I think it comes from.
You have to be decisive.
Decisive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And humane. I think you're pretty humane here.
Corrections go more smoothly when there is mutual respect.
Caitlin, go sit at the table. It's time to eat. Eat too, Caitlin, okay? Eat your chicken too. Yeah. There you go. That's good. Here, lay me back.
It looked to me like he objected or hesitated for just a little bit, but that doesn't rule you in any way.
No.
You know that he can do it.
Yeah.
And so you're pretty businesslike about it. There's no talking. You just act as if he's going to be able to do it, and here you are moving on to the next thing.
Show confidence in children's capabilities.
You want a better fork?
No.
That's my fork.
No.
Give her my back, my fork.
No.
You want this one?
No, that one.
No. Okay.
I've got orange. I got orange.
No, she wants to keep the one she's got. And I'm trying to get her to use this other one. So I tried to make her want it.
Okay. And did she?
No, that's.
No.
I think I just lay it next to her and let her choose if she does want it or not. I'm
Yeah.
not going to force it on her.
Okay, so it's a suggestion, and it's up to her whether to take it up or not. Okay.
Mama, fork.
It's dirty now. Use that one. Use that one. The other one's dirty.
This. There isn't much of a big struggle about this at all, right?
That
She's
was my
dropped it.
opportunity to pull the switch on her.
Yeah,
Well, the other one was, it's curved for, when they're learning how to
yeah.
do things so it comes in easy.
What's likely to happen to the little curvy fork now?
It's in the garbage.
I thought so. Because we probably don't want to go too many times around there.
No.
And it's also, I guess what I'm appreciating about this is you recognize that it isn't needed.
Yeah.
And if it isn't needed, get it out of the way. Okay.
Quietly remove objects that are no longer needed.
Eat one chicken, honey. Okay? Taylor. Hey. Eat one chicken. Caitlin, you need to start eating. Yeah, put in your mouth. Good job. Yeah, good chicken. Caitlin, I'm going to turn the TV off, okay? You eat. I told you. Eat that chicken in your mouth. Yeah. I want you to finish that chicken in your mouth. Over here. In the noodles. Okay? Let's eat some chicken. Okay. Don't tell me no. Take a bite of chicken.
Right here?
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm wondering on the eating issue if she's interpreting this a little bit differently and seeing that there's a little bit of ambivalence on your part. And she thinks maybe that is something she can take you on about a little bit. Action is your way of conveying things instead of talking and reminding and nagging, and you keep things simple enough that actions convey it. Then maybe what would happen here if after she demonstrates she isn't eating, you just put the plate up on the counter.
Yeah.
I believe if she's hungry, she'd want it back. I don't know if you want to give her another chance to eat.
Oh, yeah.
But I think what I'd want to do is minimize the fooling around as much as I can. That no, we're not going to offer bites and we're not going to talk about it and I'm not going to, and I don't see a lot of this, by the way. I think this is pretty minimal on your part. But if it's something that bothers you, I think it's something that probably could clean up a little bit.
In the long term, it is more effective to simply remove food that is not being eaten than to remind or cajole.
More bite. More chicken bites. Okay? One more chicken? Okay. One more chicken? Yeah. Put in your mouth. Nummy. Good job. Caitlin, don't play. Caitlin. Kate. Lynn. Here. Eat it. Yeah, put it in your mouth. Over the plate. Yeah, and then put it in your mouth. Okay, Lynn. Are you all done? Yeah? You all done? Then eat it. You're just playing now.
You'd come to the conclusion that you're just playing. You're not eating anyway, so why are we doing this?
Yeah. Either do something or do nothing. Talk gets you
Yeah.
nowhere. And it just finally clicked.
Yeah. And my guess is that when you live life over again, this particular part in the eating issue, it'll click a little quicker.
Oh, it's clicking.
Yeah.
It's more effective to act the first time something happens rather than after it has happened many times.
No, you don't. You're playing. You're not eating.
Obvious invitation. But wait, I wasn't done arguing with you. I want to eat. And your observation is, no, you're done all right. Yeah. And she accepts that pretty well. So all you really have to do is just move that forward a little bit. You'll be fine.
Convey firmness while moving forward with the next activity.
Caitlin could have been bothering you, but it doesn't look to me like she was.
Never does.
He's not expensive to her in some way that she has to heckle you or him to divert attention
Yeah, she
from
doesn't
him.
feel threatened by him, I don't think.
And that what we're going to see later is that you are playing with her heart and soul. I mean, you really are doing a wonderful job of interacting with her. And she probably knows that's coming up, that once he goes to bed, then the two of you will spend some time. So it isn't necessary for her to do anything irritating here.
Yeah.
When children know that they will get quality attention, they are less likely to seek inappropriate attention.
Chalkboard? Wait. Hold my hand. Somewhere?
There.
There's a chin.
There's Daddy. The picture.
Pretty.
That's the water.
That's water?
Yes, that's the water.
Or is Caitlin swimming in the water?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, funny, Daddy.
Hey!
She's doing pretty well with drawing for somebody that age, don't
Yeah.
you think? Yeah.
I can't believe she can draw a face.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is pretty remarkable. And I think to me, it is linked to the competency or the feeling of competency that you're working on developing for her, that she can do things, and here she is doing it. The other thing I see in this is that you look totally happy to be playing there with her. And here you are with your fish, and that she knows that and sees that about you. So it's very engaging for her, and I think she will be a wonderful learner because she'll enjoy doing it, feeling that competency, and because it's something that she truly knows that you're not doing because you're obliged to do it or because the routine says we draw before bed,
Yeah.
but that you truly enjoy the activity itself.
Children thrive on loving attention from their parents.
Funny, Daddy. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, come on.
You
Here.
want me to come in?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, be careful, you're going to break it, honey.
Yes.
Is that your favorite book?
I'll read this.
4.
Hi,
Go by.
Scooter.
Go by.
Speed.
Bundle up so you don't.
Read. Hi, Daddy.
Love
I'm house. Where, Daddy?
you too.
You can play the boss.
They're playing tennis?
No.
Go
I
by.
love Greenhead.
Greenhead.
Over the stairs, up in the tree, up again to the dog party.
A dog party.
And
That's fun.
it looks to me like your strategy here isn't too much different than the orange juice in the cooking, the juice in the cooking. It's kind of allow her a place to come in and do something. So you start a sentence, she finishes it. So it looks to me like one of the things you're always doing is you kind of create a little space for her to enter into things, and she just comes right along with it every time.
I never thought about it. That's,
Well, now that you think about it, what do you think?
yeah.
Yeah, I think you're a really skilled creator of opportunities, and she takes it up every time.
Create opportunities for children to learn, grow, and have fun with you.
No.
1 minute. Come on, we'll come back and read.
No, books.
Want to bring your book with you?
You. Yes. That's my pie, Daddy. Yeah.
Go potty, I'm going to take the book and you don't concentrate.
So go pee-pee then. Hurry up.
No, I don't
Good job. See you later. Bye, pee-pee.
My turn. My turn. Yes. Here. That more.
Over.
In terms of training, she has a chance to do this with you, and then she has a chance to do it independently, but we get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you've also made it a pleasurable experience rather than forced kind of thing. I mean, a lot of people have big struggles over toothbrushing, but you're just thinking, and again, I like the perspective that whether or not it's done is not going to even be the question.
Yeah.
It is going to happen. What we might think about is how are we going to do it, and that will experiment around a little bit.
Be firm and pleasant with routine activities.
So all this looks pretty wonderful to me. What do you think you're going to do about her eating situation?
Well, I've cut down the talk time, you know, trying to make her eat. Then that's the only problem area I really have with her is the eating time. She tests me.
That I think most of us kind of fuss around a little about something we're not quite sure. We collect a little information, and then we do what we think is the wise thing. And then you never know what's wise for sure until after. I mean, you don't want to go through too many things you don't need to go through. So in eating with her, you'll look at this and decide, am I going through a little too much? And if I am, then I'll shorten it up. It's pretty
I would have
sensible.
done too much.
Yeah. Okay.
You probably identified with many of the situations shown. It's up to you to decide what would work best in your own family. Here are some of the main principles and skills in this episode. Break complicated tasks into parts for parents and parts for children. Give positive attention to reduce negative interactions. Take action the first time and don't remind.
Daddy.
Give lots of loving attention.
Daddy. You can play the ball.